What's good, y'all? This is your boy Jack, back again with another video. Today I'm going to be going over some things that I think that would be perfect for the new college football 25 game. I've been playing Dynasty and the team builder and everything like that, and I have some thoughts. So first things first, to all the developers, everybody that made the game, you guys did an amazing job with the game. I think the community overall loves it. It just needs a massage, and I'm pretty sure you guys see that as well. And I just want to lend my expertise. If you guys need help with any of the coding, more brainstorming, or whatever, hey, I'm available. I'm a retired Navy IT with nothing to do but play basketball and video games, and I wouldn't mind coming back down to Orlando to lend a hand. My schedule is wide open, and I'm cheap. Feed me, put me up in a nice hotel or something, let me shoot a little B-roll for my YouTube channel, and give me a place to charge my car, and we good to go. I'll sign NDAs, the whole 9 yards. I'm just here to help. I want to make the game better, man. I've been playing the game, for a while, for a long while, and I've been playing the revamp game, the revamp team. Those guys are absolutely amazing, and I'm pretty sure I know that some of the guys migrated over to the college football team. So, again, I'm just here to help, and I'm just, giving my constructive criticism, so I'm not hating or anything like that. So, first things first, I wanted to just real quick, because, I could talk a lot and things like that, but I wanted to kind of get this out there. The biggest thing to fix, other than, the pursuit stuff, is in Dynasty. Bottom line up front, keep the same, menu that you guys have, with the additions that you guys put in there, because I'm filling the menu, and just simply add the NCAA 14s menu. Just put it on there. It's okay. Every single element from that NCAA 14 menu, just move it over to college football 25. Copy and paste, please. Because that menu was damn near perfect. It had this, couple little things that didn't work because, obviously there wasn't online anymore. So some of the links didn't work. And that's why I was saying, if you just combine those two, keeping all the elements, I think we'll be good to go. The toughest places to play, I'm pretty sure that's going to be an update when the season starts, but that would be nice for us that are playing the Dynasty. Like, for example, I'm already in year 4 of, my Dynasty with East Carolina, and there's no toughest places to play. I've won multiple home games. I don't even know how many home games I've won. So that would be a nice little addition. And I know that, ESPN is kind of pricey. Just rename it to, CFB 25 Live, or CFB 25 Now, or CFB 25 at a glance, or something like that. I don't think nobody will care, but something along those lines. We need the trophy case. Again, I know there's some college football junkies that's probably done played 3 or 4 Dynasty seasons already, and we want to see the trophies that we've acquired. So please add the trophy case, a la NCAA 14 as well. Please and thank you. Maybe, kind of like a little thing. Maybe you can have the coach dynamically walk around the case in the background as you view the case. The ability to create our own players in both Dynasty modes, both offline and online. Let us adjust the names, ratings and equipment of the non-NIL players and the CPU generated recruits that we eventually recruit, because they're not on NIL or anything like that, because I do understand the whole NIL issue, and that's fine. But that's a way that we can kind of get around it and things like that. That right there would kind of, set us on the right path of where we kind of need to go in things of that nature. So that's definitely, one of the things that, us college football nerds are looking for. During the halftime show, I like the halftime show. I like the highlights. But if we could show our highlights and then the large main score bug with all the games that are going on while we're playing would be a nice touch. And maybe just, a little bit of commentary on 1 or 2 of the games. Doesn't have to be anything crazy or anything like that. And, and again, if you need someone to do the audio for cheap, if you can't get Herb Street or any of the other guys, hey, I'm available. My terms are on the first page. I'll do it, add back the Jet Returner of the Year, or just name it something cool if it's a licensing issue. Just name it something, but just bring that back, please. People already mentioned the pursuit angles on defense. We've already talked about that. And then add additional commentary for significant milestones. For example, but not limited to, winning a national championship as a rookie head coach or a second-year head coach, winning back-to-back titles, winning 3 titles, 100-yard rushing games, 200-yard rushing games, 300-yard rushing games, and receiving games, 10, 15, 20-plus catch games, multiple touchdown games, record-breaking events, when you break a record and stuff like that, acknowledge it, 400-plus passing yard games, and also talk about the journey to the natty during the playoffs at the beginning, during and at the end of the game, once you win a playoff game, to kind of, build that little suspense. And again, nothing too crazy, just a quick mention will be dope. And just make it seem like it's a big deal, because once you get there, the presentation is amazing, but I think this would just take it to like the next level and acknowledge the fact that we're doing something significant in the game. And it would be a nice touch. Maybe mention the coach's bowl record or something like that. That would be pretty cool as well. And I don't think that would take too much programming or coding or anything like that. And also you can talk about the Heisman winner and show his season stats during the playoff games. I think that would be a nice touch, just to kind of nothing crazy, just a mention. And then in the following year, in the first, game or two or whatever of the next season of your dynasty, mention the top passer, the top rusher, receiver, player of the year, defensive player of the year, and Heisman winner in the first game. I think that would be like a nice touch to kind of, get everything, started in, kind of like moving in that particular direction. The next thing I have, at the end of some of the games, there's a glitch when the referee disappears and there's just a football just floating around while the players are celebrating the victory. It's only happened to me like 2 or 3 times, but it is a glitch and stuff like that. I'm not sure if anybody mentioned it, but I'm going to mention it here. At the end of games, have like a fake interview with no sound, of course, after the game in the background for the player of the game with his stat bug at the bottom instead of the static screen. And then also, maybe like a fake interview with the winning coach would be a nice addition. I don't think that'd be too hard or anything like that. Also in Dynasty, the ability to turn off auto subs completely. I know you can use the sliders, but just like a toggle or something like that. Because I think for the QB, I think it only goes down to 1 and not 0. In the pre-play menu, the frame rate tweak. It seemed the frame rate kind of drops a bit in certain situations. I'm pretty sure you guys see it. I'm pretty sure you guys know about it. But I just wanted to, throw it out there just to, just to say, hey, we see it. And I'm pretty sure you guys are working on it. When showing the pre-play menu stats, please add how many carries or catches the individual has as well. Because I think the name, the yards, and the touchdowns are in there, but how many carries they have or how many catches they had is not in there. Some of the cheerleader and fan models look a little rough. And some of them get stuck with their mouths open and things like that. So, just, a little bit of coding and stuff like that. And again, I'm available. I'm a Navy IT, so, not just a Navy guy. And so if you guys need help, I'm willing to help. No problem. A brief Heisman ceremony with your player grabbing the Heisman trophy and lifting it. And then like a fake interview or something like that. And again, with no sound, because we ain't got to go crazy. But if you want sound, but just instead of the static card, make it seem like you're winning the Heisman and things like that. I think one of the previous games had that, and we haven't seen it since. I forgot which NCAA it was, but they had it, and then it just went away, and it's never been in the game ever again. So this will be a great opportunity to bring it back. And again, I do mocap. I do it for cheap. You know what I'm saying? My same terms. Hey, I'm your guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm 6'2". You know what I'm saying? I work out a little bit, so You can put the little dots on me and stuff like that, and hey, I'll do it. I'm your guy. Also acknowledge his college grade level, whether or not, this is his first, second, third, or fourth Heisman, and how many Heisman Trophy winners the school has. The school has will be a nice touch. That will be a nice touch to that whole thing. And add at least 3 to 4 different championship celebrations with fake interviews with the most outstanding player and the winning coach with the stat bug at the bottom so they won't get stale. So the easiest way to do it, in my opinion, would be to have one or two specific celebrations for each natty site, since we're going to rotate them anyway. So just, instead of having just that one, where everybody's just sitting out there and stuff like that, hey, do a little something different and stuff like that. Because again, going back to what I said before, if you need more motion capture people and you guys are trying to keep the budget down, I'm your guy. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring my behind down there. I'm here in Florida. I can be there in a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? No problems, no issues. I can be down there and then we can get it done. No big deal. You know what I'm saying? I'll sign the NDA, the whole 9 yards. And then lastly, just, my last few things, and I'll just wrap it up because I know I've been talking for a minute. In the coach of the year portion, please add how many coach of the year awards that they actually have, national championships, and team offensive and defensive rank, the current season record, and how many Heisman winners they have coached in the stats area, a la NCAA 14. Because I see that you guys already have like some of the stats in there. Just add those few little stats in there, or have it on the little front little title page and stuff like that, just so we can see it, so we don't have to dive down in so many menus to go, to see it. And then, again, if you invite me down there, I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. Also, in the assistant coach of the year portion, please, add how many national titles they have. The current year team offensive, if it's an offensive coordinator, their yards or their rank. And then also, if it's defensive coordinator, their defensive rank, yards, and and then the current season record and how many award finalists that they've coached in that stats area, because there's plenty of space there. We can, it's just, it seems like it's just a simple plug and play, a little bit of coding, and then we can just plug it right on in there. And again, if you guys are too busy, I'm your guy. You can throw me in front of a computer, I'll do it. It don't matter. In the best QB, defensive player of the year, defensive back, running back, wide receiver, Lombardi, Johnny U, the defensive end, the interior lineman, the tight end, linebacker, Groza, punter, and returner of the year. Please add the current year stats and whether or not they have won the award previously and what years they are. And again, this is a coding thing. This is something we can plug in there. You sit me in front of a computer, I knock it out. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to go, because how if you go into the menus and then you highlight all the like the people that are up for it, like it doesn't have any stats in there. So it's kind of like, okay, they're there, but you don't know what their stats are for the current year. And if you look at NCAA 14, if you just kind of like cycle over, like highlight whoever's in there, their stats are in there. In this one, they're not in there. So it's kind of weird. But again, I know you guys are busy and stuff like that, so it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. I promise you. In the edit coach menu, please add at least 1 or 2 suits, 5 extra shirts, 5 pants and shorts, because there are coaches that wear shorts, 5 hats, visors. I don't know where the hats and the visors went, so we need to add those in there, please. And I'm pretty sure you guys are working on it. And 5 glasses and 5 to 7 different types of shoes and stuff like that, so people can kind of get into the weeds and really customize their coach. The character models are perfect. You guys can leave those alone, but just add the accessories. 2 shirts, that's a little lacking, but again, I know you guys is busy. In all the stats menus, please add the national, aka the all, as a quick selection. When you press, how you press L2 or LT on the, on your controller, and it pops up and it has your school. Have the all or the national as the up or down selection, so you don't have to cycle through the whole menu just to see where you're at, in the season. So again, I'm gonna wrap it up. I promise you. Thank you again for creating a game. If you need my help for the cheap, please don't hesitate to reach out. I am a resource. I have nothing to do. I'm retired. I don't cost a lot. You know what I'm saying? I got this small YouTube channel and stuff like that. And you know, if you guys give me some let me shoot some B-roll, I sign an NDA, whatever. I do mocap. You know what I'm saying? I'm an IT. I do it all. You know what I'm saying? I can do some coding, mocap, some voiceovers. I do it all. But again, I'm not going to, the video is already super long. Hopefully you guys, listen to it, taking the feedback and things like that. And then, kind of go from there. But again, I appreciate y'all and everybody else. Y'all take care of each other. Peace.